Hi everybody and welcome to the 5th episode of GeekTalk AI, the spin-off talk show where we talk only about AI. My name is Jan-Willem, creative director here at WebinarGeek, and today I am with
Anne-Fleur, and I'm a designer here at WebinarGeek.
Yes, and design is where we're going to talk about today. But before we start, always the best way to start a conversation is with icebreakers, which you designed.
Yeah.
And briefly, if you're like looking for creative and new ways to start a conversation, you can always take out a card, and the card is featured with a statement, and you just take the conversation from there. So let's have a look at a card. Oh, here it is. This one's especially for you. Adobe or Figma?
Figma for sure.
Yeah?
But it's part of Adobe now.
It's part of it's kind of an inception. It's part of it's part of Figma, or it's part of Adobe. Yeah. So you've been working with both of them, both Adobe Suite and Figma. Why Figma?
It's more user friendly.
Yeah.
And it's easier to work together with people because you're in the cloud and you can share your documents very easily. So. That's very useful.
Yeah, is what in my knowledge was the Adobe Suite for collaboration also, because for instance I know that with video you can between Premiere and After Effects you can also like export, so it's in a way that it's a clip is automatically also available in After Effects and vice versa, right?
I think you do have cloud options right now, but before that you used to make a package of your documents which included all the imagery, fonts, links, etc. And well, it worked.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah,
that's it.
That's it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but with Figma, it's more like
it's easier. You just share a link and you can work in the document at the same time.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
And it's available everywhere, and you don't need to include the fonts or the images. It's in the cloud.
Okay, and like it was originally designed as a prototyping tool for new apps, platforms, those kind of things.
So for print, it's still not compatible enough. But
And recently there was a news message. I'm just wondering if it impacts the choice you made, but Adobe released Firefly, their AI app, which stated that all designs that were made by creators were fed into the big AI machine. Something like that, right?
Kind of. They stated actually that movements and such are used to train the AI, Firefly, and that they used mostly stock images to train the actual images part that come out of it. But I have some questions about
okay, there we go. Yeah, they're lying.
No, not. There's not any proof of it. It's just.
It's a disclaimer.
Yeah.
What do you think?
There are certain things you have to give the programs permission to. That also could, monitor your movements in the program. So, give them permission to view your screen.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, you have to be a very ethical person to not misuse that kind of power. So, I'm not sure.
No, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
So if you zoom out, it would mean that you as a creator or as a designer are creating designs with skills that you learned for, and then if an AI is attached to that, and your movements are being monitored, and a machine learns from that, and thousands of other people benefit from it.
Yeah.
What's your thought on that?
And well, if you say it like that, it's not. Very nice to your creators that use your products, that fund your ability to make new stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So it's indeed, and I totally understand that point of view, that you're like, hey, I'm putting in all the hard work.
Yeah.
I've dedicated hours, months, years of my life in order to acquire a skill, and then, you know, with a just a prompt, someone's typing something.
Yeah.
The AI is recreating bits and pieces of your work. Yeah.
Yeah.
But and then I'm just, you know, thinking out loud, like how big is the chance that it would happen like that? You know, it's just like maybe the use of colors, or sometimes you see, like if you're saying, for instance, hey, make a painting of Stranger Things in a Van Gogh style.
Mm-hmm.
Then you really combine the two works of an artist, because you have like Stranger Things. This is, you know,
and that's what you do as an artist or designer or a videographer, whatever. You do that as well.
Yeah,
that's human synthesis.
Yeah,
but it's just the fact that you put a lot of emotion as well into your work.
Yeah,
and I think the human part is so important that a bit of emotion and that bit of humanness that's taken away when you generate it by.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, it's, you know, that's why people go to a museum, right? To just you know, experience and enjoy works of art that have been created by people. Is that one of the things for you? Like it misses the emotional link when, you know, thinking about this AI development.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We spend so much time making products more human, or cater more to the human needs, visually, in experience. Yeah. And then we just, like take over by a computer.
Yeah. Yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Which is, doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. Do you think that there was the same kind of thinking when first time they went from analog to digital softwares, for instance?
Yes, for sure. It also brings opportunities to work faster and more efficient and such. But you have to keep in mind that you use it as a tool and not as something that can do your work.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it can't.
Yeah, I think you know, you're touching a very important point there, because, you know, the government has some kind of responsibility too in maybe like steering the entire AI development right now, and that's what the open letter, I think you saw it as well, right? With the open letter was written by Elon Musk and Bill Gates, but it stated actually that there was needed for a pause, so people that were elected politicians could think about how to steer the development instead of tech leaders that are not elected, you know, control actually the entire development.
No rules when it comes to AI yet. So,
and for me, you know, I love chaos in some sort of way, because chaos can also be a form of art. Yeah. But
you need chaos to make cool stuff.
Yeah, and that's for me. I love this moment where we are in, because there are no rules. It's really it's chaotic. It's beautiful. It's open. There's no rules. So I think right now, and you see that also, there's 200 apps coming out every week, and this is an explosion of creativity.
Yeah, it is. It's also, I feel like, a bit overhyped.
Yeah?
Yeah. I feel like everyone wants to participate in this, in this storm of, it is partially it's creativity.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think is that? Why do you think so many people are...
money.
Yeah.
In the first place.
Okay.
I do think that's one big driver of people. Not wanting to stay behind in innovative things. Yeah, innovation.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. You know, from a business perspective, you see, hey, how can I save cost? How can I create an extra income flow for my business? Hey, AI is the answer to both of them. Yeah, why not? Yeah. But then on the other hand, you see And I think that there's, if I understand correctly, more the point where you're more like against the development is like the art form. Like people indeed like, everybody can just now type in a prompt and they have artwork.
Yeah.
And that's too simple.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It needs to be a struggle.
Yeah. You need to feel pain.
You need to feel pain creating art. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's
you need to at least cut off your ear.
Yeah, exactly. That's nice. That's really cool. Yeah. No, but I think you have very valid points. It's just like we cannot. Art is struggle.
Yeah.
We've both been drawing, and we know the pain of something that doesn't work.
Yeah.
And tried it 300 times, but then it works, and then you're like proud. And AI removes that, take that away.
It's the same as with mass production of anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it destroys its value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Final thought for our people that are watching, people that are a customer of WebinarGeek, people that are new to WebinarGeek. We are a webinar software company that develops really kick-ass webinar software, and there's a free trial if you want to use 14 days. What do you want to say to them as a final thought? For when using AI, is there something that comes to mind?
Just be thoughtful when using it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great to be more productive, get things done in a shorter amount of time, and just be mindful.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just be mindful. Yeah. I think that's a great conclusion when it comes down to using AI. And indeed, it goes really fast. And then when you're sitting on this train that goes fast, be mindful is. I think that's a good point to end this episode of GeekTalk. Thanks very much for your being here today, and for those that have been watching, this was episode 5, and we will look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye bye.